Okay, now to continue this on, now I know I'm probably wasting my time as you have such a, well, I don't know, fascist stick up your ass. Um, okay, now suppose Bernie was elected and America got both healthcare and college education socialized. Fuck it. Okay. Just a little bit of water to clear my breath a little bit. Yeah. So imagine America being now having both healthcare and college education socialized, which means that now it's more accessible to a lot more Americans because it's being provided through taxes, everybody's taxes. Now that means that not only are they saving money, mind you, people are paying more taxes, but they have a lot more money in their wallet because they're not being gouged because everybody's pitching in. And also that a lot more Americans have access to college education, whereas previously they wouldn't have, which means they're enabled to have a better salary or a lot bigger salary, which would relieve any kind of burden of the healthcare, even if they are paying more taxes. Now, that would also mean that they have increased purchasing power, which would mean that they can stimulate the economy more, which was Donald Trump's supposed interest, what he was trying to accomplish. That's why he cut the taxes. But I've covered that in my book, which something that you wouldn't have the courage to even download if I offered it for free, which is about how dignified you are. But that would mean that people would be able to pay the actual value of all products, and they wouldn't have to give into this pathetic corporate, how do I put this? I mean, this idea of saving money, which is how the corporations appeal to everybody through, at the expense of sweatshop labor, which enables the economy to operate at a low gear function or low gear level. So put those together. You have more money in your wallet because you're not being gouged with healthcare, and you also have a bigger salary, which means more money in your bank account or wallet, whatever. And in the long run, that would mean the economy is a lot more stimulated, which would enable mom and pop shops, and things would improve overall for everybody. Why would you be against that, torsionjim? Would you still be concerned about parents being responsible? Because they wouldn't have to be. Well, that would even eliminate the need for charities, because everybody would be making out fine. Don't you think? Or is that just a bullshit progressive ideology? I'll let you. You got a lot more shit here. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go over your other tirade. What the fuck? Okay. What's going on here? Okay, that's you. Oh, okay, yeah. So click on that. See what I mean about you guys turning into a clusterfuck of confusion? Okay, next up here is, who the fuck do you fucking fascists think you are to force other people to inject poison into their body and accept your delusions of 57 genders? Okay. First of all, did you take a sample of that and take it into a lab to have it analyzed to see what exactly it consists of? Which, I don't know. So if not, and how do you know it's poison? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that. I don't know, but anyway, it's for the 57 genders, obviously a shot at trans people. Who was saying that there were more than 2 genders? And what would those genders be that they're claiming to exist? You say 57 genders, but you don't provide any examples of what they're saying aside from male and female. What is that? They're getting a transition between them, not saying that they're getting a different gender other than male or female, or other than male and female. What the fuck? As for abortion, the woman had a choice to have... Okay. Well, you also suggest rape. How many women have you ever forced your... What is... So... Well, the thing... fuck. Okay, so you're suggesting that rape is the only cause for women to get an abortion. Well, what are you saying here? Or that you want women to have a choice to murder. Okay, you're saying it's murder. Okay, a lot of people have sex for the pleasure of it and to have an orgasm. Obviously, they take pleasure in the process itself aside from the orgasm. So, are they intending for that life to be there? No, probably not, right? They're only after the orgasm, not the conception of life. They're not trying to have a baby. So how can they be committing murder if they're not intending to have a kid to begin with? As pregnancy is very unstable. While we all have an urge which occurs naturally on its own within hours after an orgasm, nothing that any of us can control, particularly us men. And I'm pretty sure you can relate to that, Jim. And if you're a Christian, maybe God should have perfected reproduction so that abortion wouldn't be a thing, huh? I mean, you're more concerned about abortion than you are rape. What the fuck? Why don't you want women to have a choice? Well, that's the thing though, you're calling it murder. Well, that's another thing. That's your ideological opinion that it's murder. I'm sure you've heard people say that they're only terminating a pregnancy. What part of that don't you understand? Why do you insist that it's murder? Is murder never justified? Are you suggesting that women only get one, oh, I want to murder my baby? You're calling it murder instead of actually, you have this anger about you. You're fixated on responsibility. You want that. You want that fascist desire for responsibility. Everybody must be responsible. That's all life is about to you. Meanwhile, if you were more sensible, you'd be more concerned about figuring out how to minimize abortions without this fascist, angry, whatever attitude that you guys have, this pro-life movement. Okay, another second part here. I'll end it now.